Hey everyone, it's Golden Spaghetti here, just with a quick tutorial on how you can speed bridge in Minecraft Bedrock. So it's important to know what a speed bridge actually is. So a speed bridge is where you can place blocks in quick succession underneath yourself while sprinting and jumping without having to stop. As a side note for everyone, this speed bridge does not unfortunately work on mobile. These are only console and PC exclusive speed bridges. Mobile speed bridges are very different, however, since I'm very unfamiliar with them, I won't be talking about them in this video. So the very first thing you're going to want to do before you even try learning to speed bridge is trying to practice doing speed bridges on top of the ground. So the key to this is trying to find the decent cursor position for this. You're going to want to first put it in a way where the cursor is not too close to the edge of the block, but it's not too far away. So I'm choosing to do it about here. And then you hold your build button and you will walk forward like that. Now, to keep practicing this, try testing yourself by going up one and keep going every single time. I'm at build limit, so I'm going to have to do it next to it. You go next to that, hold your build button down and walk forward. You can do it here. Now, if it hasn't worked, you'll normally get a result like that. That is a case of whether you put your cursor in the wrong position. In that case, you should fix that and try and find somewhere that works for you. The next part you're going to need to do is you're going to want to now do the speed bridge off the edge. So, this is what you're going to want to do so. Now, I'm going to show you, this is the beginner speed bridge. There are a lot more advanced speed bridges than that, but this is where I suggest you start. So you go to the edge of your block like this and you count back 2 blocks. So 1, 2. You're essentially having 3 blocks away from the edge. That's where you should be standing. When you're standing there, you then jump up and place your block. Now that's where you've set up your speed bridge. Now, as I said before, just before, you're going to want to put your cursor in the right place, then hold your build button, and then walk forward. Now you should be doing the speed bridge off the edge. Now this can also progress to sprinting, and then once you're comfortable, sprint jumping. There are definitely a few problems you can face with this speed bridge. For a start, if you get 2 blocks back instead of 3, you'll end up doing this and falling to your death. The best thing you want to do, make sure you're doing your 3 blocks back. Also, just remember to try and put your cursor in the right place. Now, I'm doing it on a normal world, meaning it's going to be quite lenient where I put my cursor. However, on games such as CubeCraft or any other servers, it's a lot more precise, especially on older versions of Minecraft. By this point in the video, you've probably gone back a few times, practiced that 3 block back speed bridge, and probably mastered it by now. So I'm going to teach you the next speed bridge. Now, this speed bridge is extremely console and PC friendly, so if you're on a controller, you are definitely not restricted at all. So this one is what I call the Over-The-Block Speedbridge. So, to put it in perspective, this is what it should look like. To perform this speed bridge, this is what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to stand at the edge of your block. Now, do you notice how this block I'm standing on is highlighted right now? And it stays highlighted even when my cursor is not touching the block. This means you are in the perfect position to be able to do this bridge. Now, this is all in quick succession, but what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to press and hold your bridge button, and then once you do that, you flick your cursor all the way down like that, so you're looking all the way down. So it should look a little bit like this. Once you're in this position, it's pretty much free from there, because all you would need to do now is just walk forward. And it will chain blocks, and you can do a speed bridge. You can then progress to a sprint and a jump, like for the first one. The problems you can definitely face with this speed bridge are shown here. So the first one is holding build and doing that. If you've placed 2 blocks like this, then it shows that you've actually moved your cursor down a bit too slow. This will not work and you'll have to destroy your blocks and try again. The next problem you may face is being too close to the edge, like so. Doing this will not place a block. You will need to be standing at a point where this block will be highlighted. This is a lot more precise on earlier versions of Bedrock. However, as of the latest version, you are able to do this quite freely. It is a very large window to be able to do this, whether you do it from there or whether you do it as close as possible. Once you've learnt that speed bridges, there are other speed bridges you can use as well. This is what I call the Jump-Up Speedbridge, and it should look a bit like this. So to perform this speed bridge, this is what you're going to need to do. You're going to want to position your character so you're near the back of the block. So I would say about here, not too close, not too far forward. And then what you would like to do is press spacebar, hold your build button, and then sprint forward all in quick succession, like this. There are definitely problems you can face with this speed bridge. So for a start, if you were to do it this too far forward, you will end up doing that and falling to your death. Another problem you can face is that you can actually end up doing sprint and jump at exactly the same time. Now make sure you leave a little bit of room in between your jump and your sprint, so that way you don't end up doing this. Instead, you end up doing this. So just leaving about half a second between your sprint and your jump, and fitting your little build button in between, and it should work. The very next speed bridge is very different from all the others, and it takes a little bit more skill to be able to do it. So to practice for this speed bridge, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to practice sprinting forward, placing a block, and jumping on top of it. I'll show you again. Sprint forward, place your block, and jump on top. Keep doing that and just keep practicing doing that over and over again until you get the right positioning and the right timing for your jump and your block placement. Once you're comfortable with the first step, you're going to want to take that and you're going to want to start doing your bridge. So instead of running and placing your block and jumping on top, practice moving your cursor all the way down in kind of a more slow succession, quick succession, whatever you feel comfortable doing. And what you're going to want to do, instead of just placing, you're going to want to hold your build button for this. So it should look a little bit like this. All in quick succession. Sprint, place, hold, jump. And you should do your speed bridge pretty much perfectly. There are definitely problems you will face on earlier versions of Minecraft. So for a start, doing this bridge and flicking your cursor too far back will actually cause the block to be placed behind you like this. I can't show you as this is in a flat world, but you will definitely see this on servers like CubeCraft. The very last speed bridge I'm going to be showing you is one that isn't entirely useful, however I feel it looks cool and I'm going to include it. So this is what I call the head hitter speed bridge, and it should look something like this. To do this speed bridge, here's what you're going to need to do. You're going to need to step about 3 blocks back from your block that's above here, which you will place 1, 2, 3 blocks above you. You will then place your block and hold your build button, and while doing so, you will turn around, keeping your cursor on the blocks at all times. And once you're in this position, that's when your speed bridge has been initiated. You can now walk forward and you can sprint forward as well. You are also able to jump with this speed bridge. However, due to the version differences and the block being slightly higher than what it is on previous versions of Minecraft, it doesn't work on a flat world. However, on servers like CubeCraft, it does work. That's going to be it for this tutorial. Hope you guys found this extremely helpful. I sure hope I was very informative, and I hope you guys can improve your skills on Bedrock. Feel free to subscribe if you enjoy these videos, and follow me on Twitch in the description below if you would like to see me stream this game. Bye! Oh, and one more quick thing before you go off the video. I've set up a new YouTube channel called the Child Punchers Guild, where we will be hosting CubeCraft tournaments with all the best players. So feel free to subscribe to that. We're nearly at 100 subs!